partnerships on the basis of tolling roads, because a road is not a cheap thing. A road is a very important artery and it stimulates the economy, and therefore we have to find a way of financing it.
Mheshimiwa, asante sana kwa jibu hilo, na nizungumzie swala lingine ambalo linajitokeza. Labda kuna mpango wa fidia kwa wale labda wataathirika katika mradi huu?
Barabara tayari tuko na, we have already a corridor, so there will be no need to move anybody from anywhere, so that does not arise.
Your Excellency, you revealed part of your grand plan again when you were in Uganda, and it's
Yes.
good you mentioned about this corridor because it's very important. But you also mentioned about the extension of the SGR all
Correct.
the way to Malaba. Sometimes there have been a sense of hesitation, particularly from the other side, in terms of starting the SGR. What agreement do you have, particularly with the government of Uganda, to ensure that it doesn't just stall at Malaba, it completes the corridor?
For your information, I have had a conversation with President Museveni. The government of Uganda is 100% aligned to what we are doing here in Kenya. The extension of the road, dualling of this road to Malaba, already has set the stage for it. When it gets to Malaba, it should go all the way to the border with DRC. We have agreed with President Museveni that as we extend the railway from Naivasha here, and for your information, that exercise is beginning in January.
Next year?
Yes. In another 2 months, I will be back here, because we are already working on how to finance that facility. It will go to Kisumu and go to Malaba. That railway is now going to join what already Uganda have procured on their side, the SGR from Malaba to the border of DRC. So that railway is going to be one transport corridor that's going to open up Kenya, Uganda, South Sudan, Burundi, Rwanda, and DRC. And we are already aligned. A third artery that we are going to build also in consultation with the government of Uganda next year is to extend the pipeline from Eldoret to Malaba to Kampala, and again to the border with DRC. That has already been agreed, because unless and until we have this infrastructure, our region will continue to lag behind. And Kenya is the catalyst. Once we do it in Kenya, we justify then the rest of the journey into Uganda and into the rest of the East African region.
I want to follow up with that question, Your Excellency. The SGR from Nairobi to Naivasha sometimes has been criticized because of the low take-up of cargo and sometimes underutilization. What lessons has government learned to ensure that as we extend the SGR all the way to Malaba, it doesn't become another story of low take-up of cargo and underutilization?
Precisely, because the rail ended up in Naivasha, while most of the cargo go all the way to the hinterland of East Africa. That is why the justification we have for extending this road to Malaba, to make sense of it, so that anybody who is transporting, instead of having to clear goods twice, you transport the goods from Mombasa to Naivasha, and then you have to make another arrangement from Naivasha, either by road now to Kampala or to the rest of the country. Now it will be a one-way. And we have done the justification for this road, using the traffic, using the cargo that we have that goes to the hinterland of the East African community. And for your information, sometimes cargo once the rail has been built.
Mheshimiwa Rais, labda serikali ina mpango upi, aswa kuna takriban 30% ya barabara ambazo zinahitaji kukarabatiwa humu nchini, si eneo hili tu, katika maeneo mengine, labda serikali ina mpango upi kuhakikisha zinakarabatiwa?
Tayari tuko na contractors wale wote kwa miaka kwenye contractors wengi walitoka barabarani na tuko na awamu ya pili tumelipa 80%, tunalipa 20% kabla ya Disemba. Tuko na program ingine ambayo itatupatia another 120 million yenye itasukuma ujenzi hizo barabara zote sasa zimeanzishwa. Lakini vile vile kupitia kwa program ya National Infrastructure Fund 10% kabla ya Disemba, tuko na program ingine ambayo itatupatia another 120 billion next year yenye itasukuma ujenzi wa hizo barabara zote mpaka zikamilike by 2027. Hizo barabara zote ambazo kwa sasa zimeanzishwa. Lakini vile vile kupitia kwa program ya National Infrastructure Fund tayari nimeambia wizara wafanya mapping ya kilomita zingine 28,000 ambazo tutaanza next year wakati tume roll into action National Infrastructure Fund. So from next year utaona Wakenya wataona barabara mpya zikitangazwa kupitia kwa ile program nao tutakuwa nayo na hazina tutakuwa nayo maalum ya National Infrastructure Fund, kwa sababu pale nyuma pesa zetu na pia tuchanganye hiyo pesa na pesa ya private sector. Watu wa private sector wengi wako tayari kushirikiana na serikali tukiwa na mpango, na ndio sababu tumetengeneza bank ama fund ya National Infrastructure Fund.
Na Mheshimiwa umezungumzia swala hilo